Hello, my dear Gemini. Welcome to the Lucky Tarot. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm excited to read your energies. This is intended for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising, but it may not resonate for all of you guys, so I highly do recommend that you check your other signs for more information. I also want to say thank you to everyone who's been supportive of the channel. I wouldn't be here without you guys, so thank you so much for all your love and support. So Gemini, there's a lot of things that we need to discuss before we get to the other person's energy versus your energy this week. So the recent past, Ace of Cups, I feel like there has been a new love coming in your life, or came in your life, or could be a sense of enlightenment into the current relationship you are in. There's a lot of love, joy, feelings of maybe being passionate towards each other again on an emotional level. There could have been some reconciliation on both ends as well. Seems to be a very promising potential for the two of you, Gemini. So current energy, we have the Page of Swords. You guys could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. Could be another air sign, but this could be your energy as well because you are an air sign. But you know, I'm seeing this, the Devil energy, as the overall connection for you and this person this week. I feel as though it could be that you've been wanting the truth out of your partner, right? Because they're showing signs that they can't be trusted. There's something in this person's nature that makes you feel quite not sure about the connection all of a sudden. Maybe there are red flags. Maybe there are situations where this person makes you feel uneasy, uncomfortable. Like you want to know what is this person's true intentions from what I'm seeing, okay? If this is not you, then this could be a third party energy, potentially trying to drift you and your person apart, right? It could also be the case in which it could be related to another person or anything that's tempting in the environment, material temptation, money, or overindulgence, you know. So it can differ from one Gemini to another, but from what I'm seeing here is that you trust each other, you love each other, you are deeply connected to each other. But there's a need to safeguard the connection by becoming really honest about where you stand. Because if that is something that you don't really talk things over with each other, this could potentially lead to a devilish energy, okay? And what I mean by that is this could also bring in potentially some harmful energies for you and your partner. There could be some extreme tendency to do extreme stuff like force, violence, entrapment, stuff like that. And if that is not the case though, then I feel like it's that strong pull towards one another, but you really want to find out the true intentions of this person this week is what I'm seeing, because you lack the sense of security for this person. Like there's something really off between the dynamics and you're not liking it, okay? What you like is how it was in the beginning, the purest, happiest, beautiful, and emotional spiritual connection you felt for this person, okay? So what's coming in the near future though is the Sun card, which I like the most because this is a yes card. It means that everything you're working hard for with this person is not in vain. It means that happiness is there, awareness and clarity over the situation is going to be yours and this person. You're going to find out what that inkling feeling is all about, right? You've been wanting to know, you've been wanting to find out and get to the bottom of what this is, what the root of the problem is. And yes, you're going to find that out, but not only that, you're going to sort things out with your partner, okay? And you're going to overcome it. You're going to look at it as a learning curve, getting to know one another in a deeper sense, and then exercising, you know, better love, better patience, better understanding of each other after going through this week, okay? It's a tough week. The only thing about this person that you have to understand is that they're following their bliss, okay? And they really like to be with you. They really like the whole idea of you and them getting together. They feel happy around you, but they want that constant feeling of bliss, you know? So the moment that it seems a bit that you're arguing with them, I'm sensing this person's energy that they just don't want to drag the situation on and on. And so they won't give attention if it's potentially an argument that is on and on and on, kind of like the song. But it could also be your energy where you don't want to be dragged in that situation on and on. Like you want finally to break free and out in the sun, enjoy this relationship in its purest form. But that's really something that you both will overcome eventually, okay? So the obstacle this week is choice. So someone needs to make a tough choice, a tough call. Like if it's you, Gemini, you already know what you should decide on, but something is holding you back, or something is not allowing you to make a decision because you lack maybe one piece of information, okay? And you're finding that out from your partner. Maybe you sense that someone is hiding something from you, okay? Your mind is telling you something here, but you're waiting until you find that out before making a decision about this connection, is what I'm seeing. This person is also maybe wanting to tell you something, but they're afraid that you will not be able to understand where they're coming from, if you know what I mean. So they're afraid to make a move. It's kind of like a stalemate between the two of you at this point. And I think that communication is something that you need to work through, right? You need to work through. So the advice for this week is the Empress card. So I'm picking up, Gemini, that, you know, love should be the center of the relationship in its most truest form. Like, if you're the one who I feel like has been nurturing or comforting this situation, this person, because you could be aligning with the energy of the Empress, then I feel as though do not be afraid to step into your power, a strong feminine power. Like, be empowered by your voice, by your ability to overcome the situation, because you believe in yourself, right? The reason why I said that, because it's very tough to overcome a double energy. If you already feel in your gut feeling that something is off and you want to voice out something, don't wait for this person to speak out. Chances are they might have reasons why they're not. So assert your own personal power. Okay, the Empress card believes in you. She has given you, the Empress is the great mother, Mother Nature. She gives you all the abilities to overcome your situation and be creative with it. Like, do not be stuck thinking that there's only a one way of doing things. Like, if you do not give me this and that, you know, I might not be able to decide on this. No. The Empress reminds you that be creative, think outside the box. There are a lot of ways that you can get around this situation and solve this situation with your partner. Don't get too stuck in one way of doing things or one decision making, right? So the Empress just really wants you to expand your perspective on the situation. And Empress is also a card of love. It's ruled by Venus. So I feel like the attraction is really strong between you and this person. Sexual chemistry is there. Also, physical connection is there. But the thing about this is that maybe you don't feel like that is enough at this point. You really have this desire to expand. So maybe you're waiting for this person to tell you what's up, and you already have a feeling what this is. And you're getting down to the wire, like, why aren't you telling me? You know, why are we not talking about this? I want the truth. But this person is more or less like, I'm not ready to face another argument, so I would rather not decide on it now. You know what I mean? But love is there. I hope that is making sense for you guys. As an outcome card, we have the Knight of Wands. You guys could be dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius as well. So I'm feeling that this person is eventually going to come through. But again, there's the kind of personality where this person is sort of avoiding the conflict, as you can see with the witch over there looking at that dragon. I'm not saying that you guys are the dragon. I'm saying that this is potentially, you know, gonna blow up, right? They fear that you're gonna blow up because of the amount of connection and sexual chemistry and attraction that you both feel. If things are good, then it's really good. But if things are not really working out, then there's also that kind of strong force. I mentioned to you, extreme. Like, when it's good, it's good. When it's bad, it's bad. So this person knows that maybe them not telling you about what's going on their end, it could potentially lead you to do something extreme, and they're afraid of it. But nonetheless, this Knight of Wands is gonna try to sort this situation out with you in a very fast way. They have the determination, right, and the passion to go for it. But they're keeping themselves quite distant for it for now, because they also don't know how to get themselves around this, to letting you know something, okay? Well, love is there, attraction is there. Also, be very careful if there's a new fire sign coming in the way. I feel like this person sees that your relationship is in trouble over here. And I do sense the devil energy. Remember, I told you guys there's a third party energy that I'm picking up. If this is not you and your partner, then this could be someone else who's trying to get involved between you and this partner that you are in. And I feel like you have already foreseen this or perceived this. This is not for all of you guys. This is specific messages that's coming through right now. And I feel like it's not a stable person with the Knight of Wands. There's that kind of energy that I'm picking up of becoming a player. Someone is maybe in and out of the other person's life for maybe whatever it is that they're getting out of the other person, but that's not really a stable offer. It's not really a stable connection from what I'm seeing, okay? So be very careful about that. Now let's go to the main energies over here, your energy versus the other person. Ace of Wands. This person desires something to change, like remember you have the Ace of Cups in the previous, and this week there's the Ace of Wands. So I think that you're dealing with a person who could be more or less wanting to strike something new in this connection, wants to make some changes, right? And they think that if you don't let them get what they want, I'm compelled to say this, okay? I'm compelled to say this. I feel like you have a person who has a very strong physical need, right? Someone who's very sexually active, if you will, because I see the Empress, the Devil, Ace of Wands, which is a phallic symbol. So you could sense that this person has a very strong physical desire. And maybe perhaps this person is making a decision like you or something else or someone else, potentially. Remember, I told you there's a third party energy that I'm picking up. It's not necessarily a third person coming in or breaking you guys apart, but it could be for some of you. But in general, third party energy I'm picking up is anything that distracts them from paying attention to you. Could be getting this person's energy. If it's not sexual attraction for someone else, it could be any form of distraction, really, because this is a new passion. And maybe you're afraid that this is taking all the time and attention, and they're not really paying they're not really putting the effort in as much as they were in the beginning because of this finally maybe changing the whole situation between you and them. There's that kind of being blinded that I'm picking up here. This person is not seeing that this situation is not really lasting. Again, Knight of Wands, it comes and it goes. It's not really solid. It's not stable. So it's like this person is just sort of like being blinded at the moment. But it's like they feel if they don't choose this, it might slip. So it's like Gemini, they're choosing between what this is, what they're curious about. They're madly curious, and spiritually they want to try to experiment on this for some reason. I'm being compelled to say that because they want something that they can't get from this connection at the moment, right? It's like the blissful feeling, that adrenaline rush, okay? That adrenaline rush that they're getting, and they're deciding on this matter. But the Queen of Cups, I'm picking here that they're afraid because you're coming across as the Empress. It could be your energy with the Queen of Cups as well. You're trying to understand this person. They see you as your understanding. You're very motherly, that you will eventually forgive them for what this is. But be very discerning about what the situation is all about. I think that there's something more than meets the eye over here, okay? So you, on the other hand, this week with the Fool card, maybe with the Fool, you're not aware of the red flags. There's already some red flags showing up here. It may be that you're aware, but you're not really focusing on it too much. So before taking a leap of faith, you must be aware of whatever present danger. Again, it could not be your partner, but a present energy playing out in the relationship. And if you're not careful enough, you might not see that you're about to get there. Okay, you might find yourself regretting that you're not being able to see it early on. Okay, Full card. Page of Wands. I'm seeing that you are starting to see another route, another way out of the situation. For some of you though, I'm feeling like maybe you want to release yourself from the situation for this week. Like you don't want to really make a move, okay? Because the Devil energy is still playing out. You're a bit confused about this person because they're still deciding They're indecisive, undecisive pretty much. Look at that Two of Swords. And while they're not making a decision, it's like you're choosing to free yourself from this. You're stepping into your inner Empress. Like, you don't wait around, right? If eventually this person wants to choose you, they will choose you. And if they want you, they will make sure that they want you. But you're freeing yourself from this because maybe you're starting to see there's a way out. Like, there's another option, there's another choice. Okay, you may fear making a leap of faith, but I feel like this week you're not going to ignore the calling of the spirit and your guides telling you to, like, maybe let this go for now. Okay, and just be stress-free, anxiety-free. No thinking about the past or the future, just living in the moment, you know what I mean? And being back to your normal self, because this Five of Cups energy, there's that overwhelming feeling of grief, of sadness, and someone may be crying over spilled milk. Okay, and I feel like you don't want to be stuck in this emotional roller coaster. You are the type of person that, yes, you can be caught up with the sadness for a while, but then you don't want this to linger on and on, so you would rather find ways, okay, to overcome the situation, knowing that this is just a phase. 5 is a rolling number, 5 of Cups. There might be feeling of regret as well. Maybe you regret that you have not seen the red flags early on. That could also be the case, because you were so afraid on making a decision once you have noticed that there's a devil energy playing out. Also, do not be doing something extreme, the cards are telling me, because with the 5 of Cups you might regret doing something extreme. So it's best that you exercise a lot of discernment over here on every action that you will take, okay? And the Empress reminds you of always coming from a place of love and understanding. Maybe this is a time for you this week to really cater to your needs instead of the other person, because you're zooming in too much on this person and it might just exactly drain your energy, because we have the devil energy playing out. Okay, so let's get some animal spirit to close this reading. But the Knight of Wands, if you're dealing with the fire sign, he's gonna try, or she's gonna try to reach out to you once again and sort this problem out. But they're not gonna approach you. They're distancing themselves until they see that the situation somehow improves or dissipates, the anger dissipates, something like that. All right, let's get some animal spirit for you, Gemini. Fish, you could be dealing with another water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and we have the gazelle, or a fire sign, right? So the vibe that I'm picking up is that you don't like how this person's personality at the moment is wishy-washy, like undecisive, again, very undecisive and distracted. Remember I told you, like, there's a lot of temptation. Maybe this person is just blinded by all the shiny things. But look at the Moon card over here. This person is maybe subconsciously confused about their choices. Like, at the moment, they have this roaming personality. They move from one place to the next, or one decision to the next. And it's like they're lacking the ability to follow through or sticking it out. It could be your energy as well, Gemini, wherein you're finding it hard to commit at the moment, or like, you know, stand your ground, because roles can be reversed in this situation. With the gazelle here, like, someone needs to take a step back and just notice whatever it is that they're doing. Notice the signs, notice that the situation needs some healing, if you know what I mean, and also recognize the beauty that exists in oneself and one's relationship. Because too much movement with the fish and not really taking it step by step, contrary to the energy of the other person, whoever this is more of, like, you know, focusing in and really just taking the time to observe and recognize, while the other person is more or less moving and just spreading themselves too thin here, okay, wanting to do a lot and not really finishing something. All right, so that is your reading, my dear Gemini, this week. I'm sending you all love and light. Let me know if this one resonated, if you want me to extend this, because I'm thinking of creating a Vimeo account to extend the readings, right, for you guys. Shoot me an email too. Also, I want to say thank you again for supporting the channel. I'm sending you all love and light, and namaste.